Satnam and hello. I'm Amanjot, and also I'm a yoga teacher. Teaching Kundalini Yoga, if you don't know me personally. And in this short video I'd like to talk to you about prosperity. There are different prosperities, there are different aspects of prosperity that we experience in our life, and one of them could be to do with finances, to the freedom of finances. Another aspect could be of really good health. Another aspect of prosperity could be having a child. It could be aspect of having a really good house or nice car, or having a choice of really good holidays to go to. There is another prosperity of, living in a prosperous country, or say having your family around you, if that's good for you. So prosperity can come in many different ways, and for example, for me, the more I travel through my life, and coming to the 40s, the more it opens up. I used to be very, very strongly into feng shui, and I used to do a lot of affirmations daily. And if you asked me 6 years ago, I'd say, well, I manifested my huge house, I have manifested the job for myself, I have manifested all the students that come to my, back then, sewing classes, and so on and so on. But then there came a point that that belief was shattered and it was changed. My understanding went deeper. I've started to open up to a different level of prosperity, and I understood that prosperity, it's not just the finances, or it's not having good things or material things. I remember wanting a second child, and it wasn't coming as easily as I thought it would. And I thought I had good health, I was a yoga teacher, I was, healthy, eating properly, good stuff, but I wasn't getting pregnant. And then it opened up to me that actually having a child could mean a prosperity as well. And there is a saying that every child brings a bank account with them, and I very much believer of that. When my second child came along, for which I've really prepared and I've opened up, I was doing a prosperity meditation, and I was doing it for 40 weeks, which was a really, really hard meditation to do. It took an hour to do one session. So, and there are many meditations in Kundalini Yoga, there are many different things and many different practices of how we can reach that state of not only believing and attracting the prosperity for ourselves, but also opening up to prosperity which we already have around us. For example, having the sun shining on us every single day, no fail. Doesn't matter whether we're in a good mood or bad, doesn't matter whether we're a good person or bad person, whether we've done something awful or something really amazing. It bangs on certain time, it gets up and shines on us. The same with the air that we breathe. It comes for free, honestly. we can't live without air more than a minute, but yet how many times a lifetime do we actually sit and appreciate what we have? So, but I wanted to talk to you about a different level of prosperity, a spiritual prosperity, and it's something which is very new to me, and hopefully I can ignite some interest in you and inspire you to perhaps open up in that area, or even become curious in this area. So I have passed the times when I was very focused on material prosperity. I have now passed the times when I have been very interested in prosperity as being a mother, or being able to have a child. I have passed the times of many different aspects of prosperity. I've found my point of relaxation and trust in what is given, and that whatever you put in, universe or creator always gives back. So we have this amazing teachings that's been passed down by Yogi Bhajan, who's the master of the Kundalini Yoga, and who came to the West from India in 1969 specifically to spread the word. And he was followed by the bandits from India who wanted to kill him because he was spreading very sacred teachings who were not meant to be for the normal people. It was only meant to be for kings and rajas. And so it was very, very secretive. And even though he was threatened and his life was threatened, Yogi Bhajan still decided, and he was committed to spreading the teachings. And one thing he taught us is the sadhana. Sadhana means personal practice. And personal practice could mean anything. You know, personal practice could be you doing a washing every day. Or personal practice could mean you brushing your teeth every day. Personal practice could mean taking supplements every day. You know, it could mean many different things. But also, a spiritual personal practice is something that we give to ourselves because we believe in ourselves as a spiritual beings. And so we spend some time talking to our soul and connecting to our soul on a deep level. So spiritual practice sadhana in this age of Aquarius is a specific sadhana, specific practice that was given by Yogi Bhajan, which is called Aquarian Sadhana. And that is supposed to be a daily practice, and it's meant to be done in Amrit Vela, which is early mornings or early hours of the morning, between about 3:30 in the morning and 7:30 in the morning. So 2.5 hours in between those times, if you can find for yourself, then you become victorious. And so 2.5 hours, normally how it works in our little group, we normally get together at 5 o'clock in the morning and finish by 7:30. So I want to talk to you a little bit more over this. I'm going to read you a little excerpt by Yogi Bhajan, what he said about Aquarian Sadhana and what it is group sadhana. There is a special power to doing the Aquarian Sadhana in a group. Yogi Bhajan taught that the progression for developing one's spiritual consciousness is threefold. Individual consciousness through group consciousness will bring you to infinite consciousness. With group sadhana, we support our individual commitment while dwelling in a sacred space that supports one another in a consistent conscious choice for higher consciousness. A person once asked Yogi Bhajan about sadhana. They said, "I thought that once sadhana is done, nothing should happen to you." And Yogi Bhajan replied, "No, when sadhana happens, everything should happen to you. And you should come out as a winner. You should come out victorious. That is what sadhana gives you. It doesn't give you a written guarantee from God. The one who does sadhana builds in himself such a powerful personality he can conquer anything. And that's why I do my own sadhana. I have been doing it for years. I do it even now. Some people ask me, you are a master, why do you do sadhana? I say, to remain a master. And in my personal experience, when I did sadhana weekly, things do start happen to you, meaning that you open up so much that you almost start burning your karma, and karma, the negative karma starts coming quickly to you. But you have the ability and you have the capacity and you have this inner strength to look at the situations, to go through the situation with grace, with compassion, with open heart. Whereas before, if that situation came to your life later in your life, without you being prepared with sadhana, you'd probably crumble. You'd probably say, oh my God, this is the worst thing that happened to you. Sadhana doesn't make it easier, but it gives you the capacity, the caliber to go through life and to go through all the bad things and all the good things as well, and enjoy the good things without worrying that if you enjoy it too much, you're going to have to pay tomorrow with a bad mood or something else. So as a spiritual freedom, as a spiritual prosperity, I would like you to invite to weekly sadhanas. We don't do it daily yet. We're not that prosperous in that case. To weekly sadhanas that we do at Hut Windlesham. Hut Windlesham was found by my friend Charlene Shenton, who is Darshanhari in a spiritual world, and she opens her studio for everybody who wishing to come to sadhana. And you can come to sadhana and do things we do. For example, the first 30 minutes we read Japji, which is a sacred text. Then we do about 45 minutes of yoga and relaxation, and then the last hour is spent with chanting mantras. And these are specific mantras that were chosen for this Aquarius age to give us help and to give us everything we need and to cleanse as we go through our life. So you can come to sadhana, you can come bang on 5 o'clock, which is great, or you can come later, or you may want to just come for mantras. You can come and do it with us, or you can come and do what my little fairy on the shelf doing, just watch and rest. Children are welcome as well. There are children. I used to bring my little ones when they were tiny babies, and they would wake up and go back to sleep, wake up, go back to sleep. And I know there are some children, older children, who also come to sadhana, and they can be just resting or sleeping. But the good thing is they're soaking up all the good energy, good vibration. So I hope you can join us in our group sadhana to build our group spiritual prosperity, not only for yourself and not only for your friends or your Kundalini circle friends, but perhaps for this area and for the people who live in this area, for the children who live in this area, and spread the vibration and rise the vibration so far and wide that it can touch every soul on the planet, and that we can spread the word and we can spread the light and we can spread the vibration. Thank you for listening, and hope you can join us, Satnam.